Before the flight, before the first date, before any promise of overseas attraction, the process starts with seminars that seemingly deliver a pitch to American men who feel stuck. And leading that pitch sits international matchmaker John Adams, a man who has spent years explaining why some men look abroad in the first place.
It may be a better fit. There's certainly going to be a much more opportunity for a man who's been struggling here to get in front of women, to date women who are actually interested. And that's one of the huge differences. It's not just going to another country and just popping into a bar or something.
And in New York City, that message gets packaged as structure.
But you're not just flopping in the wind. We're there to help and guide you every step of the way.
But even the pitch comes with a disclaimer.
Does going abroad automatically fix that? Is it a panacea? No, that's not how it really works.
For skeptics, this sounds less like chance connection and more like a carefully managed process for men already frustrated by dating.
In the 30 plus years now that we've been doing this, we've never bashed American women or Western women. Modern dating can work. I think that this is an amazing and very effective option.
For anyone curious, skeptical, or somewhere in between, the pitch comes to New York City on April 25th. A chance to see the process and the questions around it, free of charge.
Hello guys, welcome back to another Monday Night Webcast. It's good to see you. Tonight, as always, we're going to be answering your questions about international dating and marriage. And we do have a poll question for you. So which is, what is the number one personality trait that you're looking for in your future bride? So send in your answers and any questions that you might have about international dating. I'll be happy to answer that for you. And we do have a special surprise for you tonight. So in about half an hour, we're gonna go to Peru and talk to a few beautiful Peruvian ladies. I know a lot of you guys been asking about it for a while. You missed those live shows when we talk to ladies. So here it is. You asked, we listened. So we have 25 minutes more or less, and then we're gonna go to Peru. But let me start by reminding you about our upcoming seminars. So we have a New York seminar, April 25th, Miami, May 16th, and first in a long time seminar in London, UK, July 18th, and of course Los Angeles seminar, August 22nd. Don't forget to RSVP. So you can do it through the website. You can contact our front desk. Just we'll place your name on the list. Those seminars are absolutely free. It's a 4 or 5 hour event where we're going to be answering your questions. You can meet some returning tour clients, ask them a question. Maybe you can find some friends with whom you're going to be taking a trip abroad. It's always good to have a wingman. So looking forward to seeing you at those seminars, and of course going to remind you about our upcoming group tours. So we have China tour, April 2nd. Great destination, so many lovely Chinese ladies that you can meet on that tour. And end of April, we're gonna have a Cartagena, Colombia tour. Another wonderful place. Cebu, Philippines, May 21st, and back to Colombia for Medellin tour on May 28th. In between, we're gonna have a tour to Ukraine, but that one is completely sold out. So as the July tour to Ukraine. So if you still want to attend the group tour this year, only one that we have left for this year that's not sold out just yet. It's a November tour. I do recommend to sign up for this as soon as possible, because they do get fully booked for 5 months out, and you don't want to do it at the last possible moment. So you can do $475 deposit. We'll put your name on the list. That the balance is not due till 30 days prior. So, but at least your name already on the tour list. So make sure to do that, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in November. Not too sure who's going to be doing the July tour, so if you sign up, I might technically see you in July, but definitely doing the November tour. So let's see if we have any questions or not. No, I guess more questions coming up. So, all right, so what... second. So let's talk about our poll question and the personality traits. Again, remember guys, it's don't put any physical characteristic, because it's pretty much every guy who contacts like, well, I'm looking for a beautiful woman, and so far I haven't heard anybody say no, I'm looking for somebody who's not physically attractive, so it's kind of, you know, given. But as far as a personality trait, I'm curious to see what you guys have to say about it. Here's Ashan. Ashan says, I felt like the king on my recent visit and you got engaged. I just briefly saw the video of, I didn't even get a chance to see your full engagement video, but congratulations. So I take a few trips. I'm glad you found that special lady. So I'm assuming you guys doing a fiancé visa right now. So good luck with that. Hopefully the process will be smooth, speedy, and your fiancé can come here as soon as possible. And looking forward to meeting her in person. And I do hope we're gonna be invited to your wedding. So that would be fantastic. Okay. Okay, I think I have little issues with the chat right now. I'm getting the technical issues. Guys, give me a second. I don't want to miss any of the questions, but all right, let's see what while we're waiting on this chat thing to get back online. Sorry about that. Well, let's talk about something else in the meantime. Pretty much okay. So guys, don't forget about our new exciting tours this year to new destinations like Vietnam. We have tour to Malaysia. It's gonna be first. Okay. So you can check out the website. We have not gone to those destinations yet, and it's gonna be really interesting. Especially I've been to Vietnam myself, and I was telling John for a while that we really should really should look into that, because people are so nice, friendly. The ladies, of course, are gorgeous, beautiful. So you absolutely should check out Vietnam tour and Malaysia. Maybe you can do one back to back. Like, you know, a lot of guys doing it, so it's a fantastic way to do that. So, all right, I think we are gonna be. One second. Okay, still my. And another comment from Ashan says, my favorite personality trait is sense of humor and loving and considerate of others. That is definitely very important. Sense of humor is that glue that can hold a relationship together. So you cannot be too serious. You need to be able to have fun together. We should be on the same wave, have the same vibe. I totally agree. And Ashan says, hope the footage of me falling down the hill doesn't make the cut. Well, let's see. I have not seen the video. Did you fall off the cliff? Are you okay? Okay, can't wait to see that whole thing. So I'm watching a video of your proposal. Looks sort of windy out there. But it's a nice scenic view. Tell me more. Why do you decide to choose that place? But it does look very nice. Okay. Mark's comments on a poll question. Honestly, especially when the truth feels uncomfortable. Okay. That's definitely a very interesting comment there. So let's see, guys. Don't forget to send your answers. What else? And I'm looking at our Peru office, so we have 3 beautiful ladies tonight. I've heard they all speak English, so it's gonna be very easy for you guys to chat with them. So prepare your questions. So if you want to know something about Peru dating or get to know those ladies personally, and all of them gonna have their IDs ready for you, so you can write it down and send a message to each lady after we finish the webcast, or technically even during the webcast as well. But so looking forward to hear from you guys and get to know you better. Comment from Nick on the poll question. He says self-awareness. I need someone who understands her own patterns. That's also it's very rare. I don't get this comment very often, but it's a great one. Guys, listen to Nick. Sean says, Anna, we chose that location because it was plan B to Machu Picchu. Things happen and plan B came in handy. So what happened was Machu Picchu. Did you end up going? It's I've heard it's very beautiful. It's also on my to see list. Can't wait to go and see that. Alright, let's see what else. Well, there's not that many questions tonight, guys. I'm sure you're just all looking forward to the Peru part. Well, what else we haven't covered yet? Yeah, and I was, as I mentioned earlier, about seminars. It's a great opportunity for you guys to meet all of us in person. So John and Tanya does most of the seminars, but we have other AFA staff join them. So you can, always stop by and talk. And even if you don't feel like asking questions, you can just listen. It's 4 hours of very good quality information, and there's food and drinks. So what can be wrong with free food and free drinks? Another one from Billy, answer to poll question: a peaceful nature without being passive. That's also a good one. So let's see how your perfect woman looks like, guys. Don't forget to send in your answer. And Dan says, poll question: humility. Ego can wreck a good relationship faster than incapability. That is true. Well, it applies to both people, of course. So both people should put their ego aside when they're working on this relationship, especially if it's a long distance relationship. People need to be able to listen to each other, take care of each other's needs. So it is very, very, very important, especially again when you guys 5,000 miles away from each other, and you're gonna spend this year waiting for a K1 visa. Louis says, a lot of men say they want consistency. How do you actually test for consistency early instead of just hoping for it? Well, actually, those women want consistency from their man. So once you meet, you need to follow up with each other, stay in touch, you exchange phone numbers, so you check in with each other daily. You maybe have a schedule of video calls, because I understand both of you are working, both of you are busy. But you need to find time for each other to make this long distance relationship work. And of course, a woman needs to put in her effort in the relationship as well. So not only man who needs to be consistent, it needs to come from both sides. Let's see. Brad's asking, how early can you realistically spot accountability in woman's personality? Well, of course, it's going to be hard to really spot on first or second date. There's not much you can tell about the person on the first and second date. Usually people put their best version of themselves forward, so you see a little bit of a facade, because we're all trying to impress our potential partner during those first couple of days. But eventually the true nature is going to start coming out. So spend more time together, and that's why I also recommend guys to, when you travel to a destination, whatever destination is, try to spend as much time in the country as possible. So if you can get away for 2 weeks from work, then spend there 2 weeks in that country, because imagine you meet that very interesting, very special lady towards the end of the stay, and you don't have enough dates to follow up. So you have like 3 days left. Of course, there is not much to build relationship on. So my suggestion is stay in country for as long as you can, and also try to meet all the ladies from your list from early on in the beginning. So some guys prefer to meet one woman one day, then take a break, see how it goes with her, then go on a date with another woman, do the same thing. But again, a lot of time passes by, and you can get to that special woman again, as I said, towards the end of your trip, and there is not much to go on. Ashan says, I was in Lima most of the time. Cusco is 90-minute flights, but the train ride felt like forever to go to Inca Trail and other places near Machu Picchu. Alright, actually. How long is a train ride? I wonder, I've heard that it's a bit of a train ride, yeah. So tell me more details, it will help me plan my future trip. Steve says, can a relationship survive if the chemistry is strong but the communication style is very different? It is possible, but again, two people need to be understanding that thing about each other. So as long as you have chemistry, connection, just don't get frustrated if your partner's communication style is just different from you. Just accept it for what it is. So if she doesn't write much, but she shows you signs that she's interested, she wants to get to know you, she's there for you, and vice versa. Or maybe you're the less talkative one and she is the chatty person. So just accept it, and it actually will complement your future life most likely. Opposites attract. So just talk about it and make sure there is no miscommunication, not misunderstanding. Clarify that in the very beginning. You can talk to each other. You can say, hey, I'm a bit frustrated that I don't, you don't write me much. I probably would like to hear more often from you, and see what she says, without getting upset or defensive with you. So you need to be able to talk about those things. Ashan says, it's really worth it. The dunes were in the footage. It was about 3-hour ride, but very nice. We also had the cool boat ride in the ocean. I saw some cool stuff. The penguins and seals. We're shocked to see in Peru. Oh, I didn't know there were some penguins there. That is awesome. I knew there was some in South Africa, but I didn't realize the penguins made it to that part of Latin America. That's amazing. So now you just convinced me to go to Peru. So thank you for the recommendation. And guys, hopefully that will motivate you to go to Peru. Maybe not penguins, but opportunity to explore a beautiful country. So not only meet the wonderful ladies, but also explore a beautiful country with a very rich history and beautiful scenery. Justin says, when you watch couples over the years, what trait seems to keep connection alive? That's I don't have the universal answer for you in that. We can just keep somebody who's willing to communicate, somebody who's not set in its own ways and willing to think about partners, somebody who's not selfish. Eric says, what exactly does a client receive for the money beyond introduction and travel coordination? Well, if you're talking about the group tour covers your hotel stay, two large social events with hundreds of ladies at each of the event, unlimited meetings within tour dates, and airport pickup. So basically our staff is there to support you for that entire week or two, whatever it is you're in town. They're going to be helping you. So they're not only scheduling your dates, that's not difficult to do, but also they can provide a great advice, dating advice. They've been working as matchmakers for years. They know what they're doing. So if you have any questions, sometimes there could be miscommunication with the people, and guys think it's okay, maybe just a cultural difference, and get confused. So you talk to our staff. So we'll tell you, well, no, it's not a cultural difference. There is a red flag in ladies' personality you should watch out for. So we can provide interpretation services. Your interpreter is also going to be your matchmaker. So you can, the date is over, you walk lady to her taxi, and then you can chat with that interpreter for a little bit more, 5, 10, 20 minutes, hopefully not 2 hours. Don't torture a poor person for 2 hours. But you can ask her opinion. Did she feel like there is enough chemistry, connection? Because ladies, foreign ladies are very nice and friendly, and even if they think the date is not going too well, they just don't see future with that man, they're not going to be rude about it. They're still going to smile, going to listen to you, and you'll think it's the greatest date ever in your life, but then the interpreter will tell you, nope, she's just not into you, and vice versa. So So that's really the expertise and advice. That's what you're really paying for. So of course, travel coordination not the most difficult part to do too. Although some guys need help with that. Some guys never traveled abroad before. Some had guys that never left their own state, nonetheless traveled to foreign country. And especially if you go into a place like Ukraine, there is a definitely extra support you would need nowadays. But even if you just schedule individual introduction, don't go on a tour, just schedule a meeting with one lady. You still have our staff there. So if she doesn't show up for the meeting, you call us, right? We'll help you coordinate, help you find her. Something goes wrong, she's running late or your flight is canceled. We're there to help you. So imagine you exchange contact information with the woman, you traveled all the way there, but she just didn't show up and she's not answering the phone and you don't know what the heck happened. So having us in this case is definitely going to be very helpful. We're going to figure out what happened and make sure this date will work out. Meaning the lady will show up. We cannot make her fall in love with you, but at least we'll make sure, she comes to the date as scheduled. David says, Anna, is it Michelle that I can talk to if I decide to travel to Ukraine to get recommendation to stay safe in a hotel? I can just recommend the hotel. You can talk to me. Michelle is out of the office today, but you can call me on any day too. I can recommend hotels in the area. I'm actually quite familiar with that. Besides those that we use for group tours, I can tell you what others nearby the office, because there's so many great hotels in Kiev and Odessa, different price range, anything from $50 to $400. So just you can tell me what you're looking for and I'll tell you what would work for you in the area based on your criteria. Ashan says, I feel like a Peru guide now after being there 5 times. Also made friends with Peruvian celebrity and he showed me around. My lady was so shocked to be around him because he is a big deal. Ooh, nice. McKissick says, answer to poll question. The number 1 personality trait that I'm looking for is happiness. I want someone who's generally happy with life and sees more good in life than bad. Of course, it's a good somebody who's happy and optimistic. It definitely goes a long way. The next one is Dave's RV channel. In Kiev, I used Hotel Rus, close to downtown, everything walking distance. In Odessa, Hotel Donald. Okay, that one I don't know, you mentioned for Odessa, but Hotel Rus, yeah, it's definitely a nice hotel, 3.5 stars. It does have a bomb shelter in the basement, it's very important nowadays. The only downside again, I like Rus Hotel, the only downside was current situation. It has like 17 or 19 floors and there is a power outage, even though hotel has a generator. So it if hotel lose power, it can be for like up to 20 minutes. It means the elevator got stuck. So then you either walk, if you have to walk to the 17th floor on foot, or God forbid you in that elevator, you get stuck there for 20 minutes until power gets back on and elevator starts running again. So that's only technical thing with elevators. So if you're claustrophobic, I'd recommend to get a hotel room somewhere 3rd, 4th, 5th floor, so you don't have to walk much. Although the lower floor hotel rooms are usually more simple, so higher you go, better quality room you get. So you might sacrifice some of your comfort, but again, not take a chance to be stuck in elevator. DC Cat says, I prefer a lady who likes to talk and has social connection and gets doing more social activities because I'm a remote worker and don't always interact with people on a daily basis. Well, it's great. Yeah, so have somebody like this. So after you're done working, you can go explore the area together, go have, go do fun stuff together. And I'm sure it will be easy to find somebody like this. I'm sure you don't want somebody who's a homebody, because you don't want to be stuck after you finish work. You don't want to be stuck at home and watch Netflix. That's the whole point. You want to get out and explore together and do stuff. But again, I'm sure it's not going to be an issue, because when a lady comes here, there's so many things she would want to see. She's in a whole new country, new city, so she needs to learn her surroundings. So you have a lot to show her. wherever you live, whether you live in a big city or a small town. I'm sure you guys gonna stay busy for a couple of years just learning the area where you live, and of course you can travel. United States is so big and so diverse. You can always travel to a nearby state and have a completely different experience. There's everything from beaches to mountains, national parks, and big cities. So I'm sure she's gonna enjoy all of that. Well, we have guys, to remind you, we have a couple minutes before we go on to Peru and meet some beautiful ladies. So prepare your questions that you wanna either ask the ladies or our staff. And of course, we're gonna talk about our upcoming tour to Peru. So we'll give you the dates. So hopefully that will convince you to sign up for that and go meet those ladies. Skip says, what do men misunderstand about the difference between being introduced to women and being truly ready for marriage? Yes, that's a very good question. So we can introduce you to women, but the question you need to answer yourself: are you really, really, truly committed to getting married? So imagine you find that this wonderful woman whom you like, and she likes you, and everything's mutual, but are you willing to put time and effort into making this work? So because again, it's going to be a long distance relationship. It's going to be very hard. You have to put a lot of time, effort, emotions into it. It's going to be difficult because you're going to be missing each other. Plus, when you don't speak the same language, there's language barriers, so miscommunication. There's going to be a lot of arguments. So are you prepared to handle those upcoming arguments? Because you're gonna have quite a few of those. It's just a human nature. So it's gonna be so many things. And are you prepared to travel back and forth to spend time with her, or maybe take a vacation together? So you need to be ready for all this. So make sure financially you're all set for the taking a tour is only first step. And then you need to be able to, again, travel back and forth, have enough funds to file for that fiancé visa. When she comes here, you need to be able to file her, even if you don't do the wedding, but then you're still gonna have additional expenses like paying for her green card. So it's gonna be a significant amount of money that, you cannot pay for neither a K1 visa or green card by credit card. So you do take checks and debit cards, but you cannot put it on a credit card. So you need to be prepared for all this. All right, guys, it is time for Peru. So let's all go over there. 1 second. Hello, Ron. How you doing? Okay.
How's everything?
Good. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Would you introduce your guests for us?
Of course. Hey guys, how's everyone? So this is the Peru ladies, of course, and we are going to start to my left side. Over here we have Vanessa. Her ID number is 222047. Over here we have Madeline. We're going to let her talk a little bit, but I just want to tell you the ID number. So her ID number for Madeline is 224631.
Ron, we lost your video down there.
And Liz is 221169.
Sorry for interrupting you, Ron. So we hear you perfectly. Okay, your video is just back on because you're saying and we could hear you, but we couldn't. It was black screen and we couldn't see ladies, and that would be that would be shame not to see the beautiful ladies. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. So we are gonna have Vanessa introduce herself. She's gonna say a little bit about herself. So please.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Vanessa. I have 46 years old. I have one daughter. His name is Kiara. Me like cycling and to cooking is my preferred activity in the week. I have one business. I am the manager. Thank you for all.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Very much. Okay, so over here we have Madeline. She's gonna tell us a little bit about herself. This one, please.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Madeleine. I'm 35 years old. Work as a district manager at Chili's restaurant, and I am a person very friendly, very passionate making desserts. So thank you.
Thank you. And next to Madeline, we have Liz. So please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hi, my name is Liz. I am 38 years old. I work about executive analytic in a area logistic, and a yoga teacher too. I have two pets. I love the pets and the animals, and the natural. I like to go to the theater and the cinema, and I don't know. That is.
That's it. And with that, we want to say welcome to Peru, guys.
And thank you, ladies. I see all of you has recent ID numbers, so it means you joined the website not that long ago. So how's your experience been so far? Can you tell us, have you gone to any socials? Have you had any dates with guys?
So, how has been your experience at the agency? Have you gone to the socials? Have you met any guys? Let's start with Vanessa over here.
Sí, en la agencia me han atendido muy bien, son personas muy atentas, los extranjeros que he conocido han sido siempre muy amables y bueno, estoy acá porque busco una conexión real con un hombre que desee realmente tener un amor bonito.
What she's saying is she's been to the agency, she thinks that she's been treated well. She has been to the social. She liked them. She was able to meet some of the guys. And the important thing for her, why she joined the agency, is because she wants to find a real connection and a beautiful love here, of course. Okay, so we are going to go to Madeline so she can tell us a little bit, like cómo es su experiencia en la agencia, qué te ha parecido actualmente, si es que ha sido un evento.
Ok, mi experiencia en la agencia ha sido muy buena. Son personas muy amables, que cualquier duda que he tenido en todo este tiempo siempre han sabido darme la información clara y hasta el momento no he podido asistir a algún evento, pero me encantaría hacerlo definitivamente.
She's saying that ever since she joined the agency, everything has been really clear. The people over here has been very nice with her. They were able to be patient to explain everything about the agency and how it works. She hasn't had the experience of going to the socials yet, but she would like to. And let's go to Liz.
Okay. I try to speak English.
Okay, that's good.
If I need to. I have the one experience in the after events. Yes, it's the social. It's very nice, and the people is very friendly and healthy. Really, really, it's a good ambient. ¿Cómo se dice good? Buen ambiente.
A good environment.
It's a good experience, and yeah, all the people help about all when you need. If the same situation, you need to speak or you forget a lot of people the word in English. If you want to speak more English good, the people help with you, and yeah, already it's a good experience. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, ladies. Well, I have more questions for you. Can you tell us about what type of a man you're looking for? And also about age gap. Is there any issues with age gap, and what's the maximum age gap you would consider?
Ok, entonces están preguntando cómo quisieras que fuera el caballero a quien conocer y cuál sería la máxima edad del caballero que quisieras estar interesada de pronto en poder conocer.
En realidad, más que la edad o cómo sea el caballero, me interesa que sea un hombre de buenos valores, un hombre que desee conectar realmente y que sea una persona madura emocionalmente, que quiera formar una familia.
What she's saying is that what is important for her is someone who is mature, who is a real gentleman, someone who wants to be in a relationship, a family, and that's what is the most important for her. En tu caso, Madeline, cómo quisieras que fuera el caballero que quisieras conocer y la edad máxima de pronto que quisieras conocer a alguno de ellos.
Ok, con respecto a la edad, no hay una edad máxima, solamente que sea un caballero, una persona que tenga mucho sentido del humor y que tenga muchos valores para poder formar en equipo una familia.
Okay, so what she's saying about the age, she doesn't have an age rate, to be honest, so we'll see. And about the gentleman, she wants to find someone who is respectful, who is honest, someone who really wants to be a couple, so both of them are going to be a team, and in that way they can work as a team in order to create something beautiful.
That's all.
That's all, okay, great. Y vamos con Liz. Okay, now it's Liz.
I want to meet with a man. I think it's the age. It's not. It's the. All the time I say the age is only the number. No, it's my. I think it's the most important is the personality. No, but yeah, but you have the. I don't know, the specific things the men have is communicate. I mean, un hombre comunicador. No?
Okay.
And honesty, maybe have the patience, sea paciente.
Who's patient?
Exactly, and I want to this guy wants to family. No, it's the best important, and I think it's this.
Yeah, the thing is that the most important for the ladies over here is someone who is a real gentleman, someone who is very honest, loyal, but also who are going to be able to take care of them in a way that they will feel loved and protected. That's why they're saying that they are looking for a serious relationship, and that's why whenever someone comes here, they say, oh, the Peruvian ladies, they're actually looking for a serious man. So you are going to be able to see that here with these three beautiful ladies and many others that are here at the agency, of course.
Okay. Well, I have some questions and comments. Joe wanted to comment that Madeline looks like she's in her 20s still. And then there is a question from Greg. Greg is asking, have the ladies ever dated an American man?
Okay, so el primero te dijo que parecías de que estás en tus 20s. y Greg pregunta si en algún momento ustedes han estado citándose, conociendo a un caballero del extranjero. A ver, empecemos contigo, a ver. ¿Qué nos puedes comentar? Greg.
Hola, Gray. Sí, en algún momento he conocido ya a alguna persona del extranjero y me ha parecido una persona agradable y todo ha fluido muy bien.
Vanessa is saying, hi Greg, she has met someone foreign abroad and everything was okay for her, so everything was able to, go with the flow, so everything was good. Okay, en tu caso, Madeline, ¿en algún momento has podido conocer a un caballero del extranjero? ¿Cómo te ha ido?
Hi Greg, hasta el momento no he conocido a nadie del extranjero, pero me encantaría conocer a alguien y poder conversar y pasar bastante tiempo conociéndonos, ¿no? Sobre todo para saber de otras culturas.
In Madeline's case, she hasn't met anyone from abroad, but she would like to, not just to meet this person, this guy, but also to be able to interact with him and be able to exchange their cultures and costumes. So that will be really interesting for her as well. Okay, y Liz.
Hi Greg, sí, en algún momento sí he conocido a otra persona de otro país y ha sido interesante también porque uno puede conocer su cultura, diferentes cosas, ¿no? Entonces sí, sí, ha sido bien, ha sido una bonita experiencia.
In Liz's case, she said that she has been able to meet someone from a different country. Beautiful. It was a really nice experience because she was able to meet someone from abroad with different ideas, different costumes, and get to know about their history and of course of affairs as well. So yeah, it was a really nice experience for her.
All right. Well, ladies, more questions for you. So if you meet that special man, would you be willing to relocate to his country?
Okay, entonces nos pregunta de manera abierta si es que conocieran al caballero, que sí es para ustedes, ¿se mudarían a otro país? Vamos a empezar con Madeline en esa oportunidad, a ver.
Okay.
Y si llegara a conocer a alguien, definitivamente me encantaría ir a otro país. En definitiva, cualquier país en el cual pueda saber que esta persona es la correcta, ¿no?
Okay, so if she's able to find the right person, the right mate, of course she would love to travel where he is and move there because it's about the connection they're going to have and the happiness. Okay, a ver, nos vamos con Liz. A ver.
Sí, yo no tendría ningún problema de si siento que es la persona correcta y pues sí sentimos que el amor es grande, bonito, ¿no? No tendría por qué problema de poder ir a otro país.
Okay, she's saying if she feels that he's the right person and there's a chemistry and the connection, so yes, she will be able and she would love to move to, the man's country. A ver, en tu caso.
Por supuesto, si es un amor bonito, si hay una conexión real y los sentimientos son mutuos, definitivamente sí podría ir a vivir afuera.
She's saying that yes, she will go abroad, and if she was able to find a beautiful love, the connection, and everything is okay, yeah, of course she will go and do the next step in order to go there.
All right, I have more questions. Dave is asking, dancing is big in your culture. What if a man doesn't know and doesn't like to dance?
Ok, Dave pregunta, ok, él dice, en su país a ustedes les gusta bailar. ¿Qué pasaría si el caballero que conocen no sabe bailar? A ver, ¿qué haría? Empezamos contigo. Igual, relájense, chicas.
Dave, ¿no? Hola, Dave. Hi, Dave. No problem. Yo te enseño a bailar.
She's saying there's no problem because she can teach you to dance. Okay, let's go to Madeline.
Hi, Dave. Por mi parte no hay ningún problema. A mí me encanta bailar y estoy segura que juntos y vas a poder dejarte llevar también porque yo te voy a enseñar.
In her case, she said there's no problem because she can actually teach you, but also you have to flow and she's going to help you with that. A ver, Liz, ¿qué nos puede decir?
Hi. Sí, no hay ningún problema. Soy profesora de yoga, así que también puedo ser una buena profesora de baile.
Okay, she's saying there's no problem because she also is a yoga teacher, so she can be a dance teacher. Why not?
All right. More question, guys asking, do the ladies consider themselves good cooks?
Ustedes, chicas, se consideran que son buenas cocineras. Si esta no es sentada, ya saben. Entonces vamos a empezar con Vanessa. A ver, cuéntanos un poquito y de paso nos puedes mostrar también. ¿Te consideras una buena cocinera?
Sí, bueno, mi familia dice que cocino muy rico.
Okay. She's saying that yes, she thinks she's a good cook because her family tells her so.
And my friends too.
And well, you heard her and her friends too. So in this case, she is also gonna show us a little bit about what she's able to do. So you're gonna bring your plate.
Yes.
Okay, let's go because she's gonna show you guys what she actually made. Please go. Let's show the guys what you did, what you made. Show it to the camera and I'm gonna give you the microphone.
Hi, I'm cooking today that plate.
A little bit higher?
That plate.
Oh yeah, it's
That
beautiful. What is this?
Yes, the plate name is papa la huancaína. It's potatoes and ¿cómo se dice? Lechuga. And leathers and aceituna
Olives.
and oil. It's one cream color yellow because have too much chilies, but no it's hot. Yes, no es fancy. Okay, it's very delicious. It's one Peruvian plate.
It is very delicious. I mean, we are from here. Of
Thank
course,
you.
we are gonna say everything is delicious here, but that plate is actually really good. If you have the chance to come to Peru, you're gonna be able to enjoy all the delicious plates that we have here. Okay, so Madeline is gonna show us what she actually did. So Madeline, a ver.
Hi, this is lemon pie.
Ooh, nice.
I am a good cooking, but I'm passionate about making desserts. So I like lemon pie, brownies, cheesecake. But this is my favorite dessert because it's I don't know how to say ácido, un poquito sour. It's a little bit sour, with it's so creamy and with buttery and sweetie. I don't know how to say it. Cookies, buttery cream cookie, but it's so delicious. So
Thank you.
So basically what she's saying is that she's a really good cook because she's able to make desserts. And in order to make desserts, she needs to be really good. So now it's Lee's turn. So she's going to show you, everyone here in Peru loves to cook. I mean, most of us.
This is a typical plate, Peruvian plates. It's the name is lomo saltado. Have French fries or French potatoes, and rice and meat and onions and what do you say? Tomatoes, and rice. And this is very typical from Peru, and this is very delicious because I think have the meat is when you prepare meat have a little pisco, okay, a little wine, okay, and I don't remember what they say in English, vinagre. Vinegar. They have this, and I think this is I don't know, it's the secret. No, when it's very delicious, the lomo saltado. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you
The
so
thing is
much.
that there are so many good, delicious plates over here, and the best part is like the ladies are saying they were able to recreate these dishes. So whenever you have the chance to come to Peru, you're gonna be able to try Peruvian food, but you're gonna be able to try Peruvian food from the ladies because you know now that they know how to cook, and they wanna share that experience with you guys.
Yeah, I feel like I was on a cooking channel looking at all these delicious dishes. That's awesome. Right, more question. Ed is asking, are there great museums to visit in Lima, including the museum for Paul Gauguin, who lived in Lima? So, what about museums in Lima and cultural entertainment?
Entonces está preguntando si es que tenemos diferentes museos acá en Lima los cuales puedan visitar. Entonces a ver qué nos puedes comentar.
Sí, hay muchos museos para visitar interesantes que es lindo para conocer nuestra cultura peruana.
There's a lot of interesting museums over here, and that gives you the experience of getting to know more about our culture, Peruvian and Lima culture here. Yeah. A ver, Marilyn, en tu caso, ¿qué nos puedes comentar si hay museos, alguna otra actividad que se pueda hacer acá en Perú?
Bueno, en Perú, en Lima, tenemos bastantes museos, bastantes sitios turísticos y sobre todo el centro de Lima, tiene un nombre, Lima Downtown, because es un centro histórico muy importante y sería genial conocerlos.
Marilyn saying that there's a lot of museums over here that are very nice to visit too, but not just museums. There are a lot of beautiful places that you can experience, you can see over here. Especially there's, in downtown Lima, there's in the state you call it the White House. Here we call it the President's House, so it's over there as well. And the way it's built is really beautiful. It has the Lima from years, many years ago, so it's really nice and beautiful.
Okay. In Lima have a different place where you meet. For example, have I don't know if you know Fortaleza, Real Felipe, in Callao. Yeah. Fortress. Okay, it's very interesting, but have the history too, and you stay very near to the Puerto of Lima. And I have the other, for example, it's the same in the Lima downtown, in the catacumbas, or maybe the iglesias, church. In the same, or have the other place at the same in Miraflores near have a beach, and it's very good, and the sunset in different months, it's good.
The good thing about Lima and Peru that there are so many things to visit, places to visit, things to attractions to see. But also remember, even though we are in March, this is summertime for us. So that's why we are still like, it's a little hot here because it's summertime, right?
Well, speaking of summertime, so let's talk about our upcoming tour in June. How's the weather gonna be?
Well, like you mentioned, we have our coming tour. It's going to start in June 4th. We're gonna be starting our winter time, but it's not cold. At least whenever someone comes from the States or from some other country, they usually say, oh, it's not really cold. Because we are still in the 60s, maybe 58, 60, 60 something. So it's really not cold for you. Over here, we are gonna be like, maybe it's a little cold, but it's not really.
All right, all right. Well, we're getting close to the end of our video. So, ladies, imagine your future husband is watching us right now. So, what would you say to your potential future husband?
¿Qué le comentarías a tu futuro esposo, a tu futura persona que te está viendo ahorita en el video? ¿Qué le puedes comentar? A ver, ¿qué le dirías?
Bueno, le diría que lo espero acá en Perú para poder conocerlo, mostrarle la diferente gastronomía de mi país y la amabilidad también de las personas, que se va a divertir mucho acá con nosotros.
Okay, Vanessa is saying that she's waiting for you over here. There's a lot of different attractions to see, but something that is really important is that you're gonna be able to feel the warmth from the people here. Very friendly, very easygoing, and also very loving. Okay, en tu caso, Marilyn, ¿qué le podrías decir a tu futuro esposo que te está mirando?
Lo espero aquí en Perú para poder conocernos y pueda conocer mucho más de este hermoso país, de su cultura, sus tradiciones y sobre todo de su deliciosa comida. Y aparte...
Okay, so she's saying that she's waiting for you over here so she can get to know you and you can get to know her and see many different things that we have here.
Y conocer la calidez y amabilidad de todos los peruanos. Así que lo espero.
And you're gonna be able to see how loving, how nice we are gonna treat the Peruvian people treat foreign people. So in that way, she is also gonna wait for you here. Y Liz, ¿qué le podrías decir?
Bueno, que lo espero acá en Perú para seguir conociéndonos, seguir podiendo mostrarle también las diferentes partes de aquí también de Lima, ¿no? Y que pueda disfrutar de la comida, de la música, de la historia también aquí de Perú, que es muy cultural, hay multiculturalidad, así que es interesante, y para que se lleve una muy bonita experiencia de lo que es Perú, su calidad, su gente y todo en realidad.
So she's saying that she's waiting for you. There's a lot of things to do over here. Also, you're gonna get to know about history over here because there's a lot of different things like the amazing food that we have here, the music, the taste, the different scenarios or places that you can visit with her. So she's waiting for you guys.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you for finding time out of your busy schedule to come tonight to the office and chat with us. It was a pleasure meeting you, and thank you, Ron. So any last words of wisdom from you to our guys?
Yeah, so guys, usually we heard this many times before. I don't know why I haven't found someone yet, but there's always something to do. You just have to decide. If you keep being in your couch or being in your place and you are like, oh, I can do this or I can do that, just try to do it. I mean, the first step is you actually trying, so you need to do. We have, like we were saying, our next tour is going to be starting June 4th. So this is the opportunity to be able to get to know the ladies. You already seen them. They're very beautiful. They are intelligent, easy to talk to, and they're willing to get to know you. They're willing to get to know a man who is responsible, loyal, who wants to have a serious relationship, and that's what you're going to find here. So this is just an example of all the ladies that we have here. So this is your chance. Come to the Peru June tour and you're gonna get to experience it.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you. See you. Bye.
Alright guys, thank you for watching another Monday night webcast. I'm sure you enjoyed this interaction with the ladies, and we will see you next Monday. Thank you for watching.
Before the flight, before the first date, before any promise of overseas attraction, the process starts with seminars that seemingly deliver a pitch to American men who feel stuck. And leading that pitch sits international matchmaker John Adams, a man who has spent years explaining why some men look abroad in the first place.
It may be a better fit. There's certainly going to be a much more opportunity for a man who's been struggling here to get in front of women, to date women who are actually interested. And that's one of the huge differences. It's not just going to another country and just popping into a bar or something.
And in New York City, that message gets packaged as structure.
But you're not just flopping in the wind. We're there to help and guide you every step of the way.
But even the pitch comes with a disclaimer.
Does going abroad automatically fix that? Is it a panacea? No, that's not how it really works.
For skeptics, this sounds less like chance connection and more like a carefully managed process for men already frustrated by dating.
In the 30 plus years now that we've been doing this, we've never bashed American women or Western women. Modern dating can work. I think that this is an amazing and very effective option.
For anyone curious, skeptical, or somewhere in between, the pitch comes to New York City on April 25th. A chance to see the process and the questions around it, free of charge.